Recently, I've been feeling quite stuck. Haven't been very productive throughout the past week. Today is Monday, the 7th of October, and the past week has just not been the best for me. I've been in a very foggy headspace, haven't been able to think clearly, haven't been productive with the work I'm producing, and it's not been the best. Also, this past week, a lot has happened. I feel like I have a lot of responsibilities that I have to live up to, a lot of things to do, and also this YouTube channel just blew up out of nowhere. The last video just went insane, and it's also one of the reasons why I got into this rut that I'm trying to now get out of. I've just been feeling a lot of pressure. I think a lot of it has been me inflicting, unnecessary pressure on myself, because I tend to do that a lot. But then I just want to document the process of me getting out of that rut, and a couple of the things I try to do when I feel this way to get back on track with what I'm supposed to be doing and start being productive again, clear my headspace, and begin to think like I should properly. So I have quite a number of meetings now, and then after that I would let you know exactly why I feel the way I do, what I'm doing to get out of it, what I'm going to do to get out of it, and get back on track. We're finally starting off. For this call, I created some form of like an agenda. Okay, so one of the things that would really help like this process is if you could send some of the JDs or some of the job descriptions rather of like the places you've been applying to. So I just finished up with a series of meetings, been having meetings since 11. It is currently past 2. And I'm pretty satisfied with the work I've been able to get done. Most of the heavy things that I need to do have been completed. I'm most likely going to have another work session later in the day, but for now I'm pretty satisfied with the progress that I've made. Still feel a bit stuck and confused, but then I'm feeling a bit better because I actually was able to get in some like productive work, which is like one of the things I guess that's important when trying to get out of a rut, is actually getting stuff done. It makes you feel a bit better about yourself, and I feel like, okay, I'm starting to stack progress on top of each other. So now I have like some progress that I've made right now with the work that I need to be doing, and I'm going to be heading to the gym next to get a bit of workout in and hopefully feel better after that too. Usually when I get into a headspace like this and I start noticing that my thinking is foggy, I just get into a rut in general. I'm not able to do productive work. I try to pinpoint the cause, right? What exactly is the cause of this feeling? Why do I feel like this? And typically I can always point back to or trace back to a particular point where everything just went off the rail. For me this past week, it has been focusing on the output a lot and then putting a lot of pressure on myself. This is something that I tend to do from time to time, and the YouTube video recently blew up. The last YouTube video that I did, if you're watching this, most likely you saw the first YouTube video, that's why you're watching this. First of all, I wasn't expecting that. The video totally exceeded expectations. I started getting many comments, many emails from different people just like praising the video, talking about the video. At that point, I started to just put a lot of pressure on myself. It was exciting on one end, but like on the other side, it's like, will I be able to deliver on the quality that these people are expecting? That one that I did was just a trial. I don't know if I can recreate this thing. What if these people don't like it? And then I just started to put a lot of pressure on myself. It was so bad that I could barely get anything done throughout the whole week. And that, coupled with work, I'm starting a new project, just kicked that off today with the series of meetings that I had. I started to also put a lot of pressure on myself there. Like, what if this doesn't work out? What if blah, 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 blah. And these voices just kept on coming in my head. And it took me a while to get over it. It took me basically up until today that I'm filming this to get over. I'm now slowly getting over it. I feel so much better compared to at the start of the day. And I think the major thing that I was missing, the major thing that I missed from all of this is the lesson that I've learned a while ago, which is to focus on the input instead of the output. At the end of the day, the only thing that you can really control is the input, the efforts that you're putting in. You can't control the output. And I forgot this lesson throughout the whole week. I was focusing so much on the views, the subscribers, what people would think, how they would receive the video. Will I be able to do this again? I filmed this particular video 4 different times at this point. I was filming something else, changed to another thing, until I just decided, I'm just going to be me. I'm not trying to change anything. I'm just going to go back to the basics and focus on the inputs, focus on quality, focus on the efforts that I'm putting in. The only thing I can control at the end of the day is the planning and the efforts I put into these videos. I can't control the views or the subscribers, all of those things. And at the beginning of the channel, when I started making content again, what I said to myself was, I'm not trying to like grow, I just want to document. And if the growth comes as a byproduct, then I would take that. I don't mind. But like the focus at the end of the day is me just documenting and sharing the things I'm learning. So now I'm going back to the basics, focusing on the inputs. What can I control? That's the only thing I can control at the end of the day. Just being me, being authentic, and just sharing the things that I'm learning, sharing my experiences throughout this journey. And for work, it was also something similar. I started to put a lot of pressure on myself. Like, what if this doesn't work? What if I fail at this? This is like a huge point in my career. It's going to determine a lot of things. And it's like, what can you really focus on at the end of the day? The only thing I can focus on is the quality of service that I'm delivering to these people that I'm working with. And if I focus on that, then everything else will take care of itself. There's a statement I learned a while ago, can't remember exactly where I heard it from, but it's something that I've been using a lot in my life, which is focus on the input, what you can control for a long period of time, and then the outcome will take care of itself, right? So at the end of the day, it's just focusing on the input, what you can control, and letting that compound over time. As it compounds over time, the outcomes will take care of themselves. And this cuts across every area of life. When it comes to your spirituality, what can you focus on? It's like your relationship with God, reading, praying, all the signs and the things you're looking for will come as a byproduct. When it comes to your finances, focusing on the basics, paying yourself first, saving, investing, all of the rest will come as a byproduct. When it comes to business, focusing on the products, the service that you're offering. When it comes to your learning, focusing on the quality of what you're reading. Every single area of life is focusing on the inputs and then letting that compound over a long period of time, and then the outcomes will take care of itself. So it doesn't make any sense. It's not a very wise thing to do, to spend so much time and energy focusing on the output and trying to fix the output, because at the end of the day, you can't control that. And then when it doesn't match exactly what you're looking for, it creates this disparity between what you want and what you're expecting. So what you're expecting and what you're experiencing, and then that's where unhappiness stems from. And then you get into this states of constantly thinking and then not being satisfied, and then you end up where I ended up, which is not being productive and wasting a whole week or almost a whole week, a couple of days, right? Not being productive and not being able to do stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to remind myself right now to focus on the input, focus on the things you can control, and let the rest compound, let the rest take care of itself. And right now I feel so much better compared to the beginning of the day. Been able to get a bit of work done, been able to get my workouts in also. I've been able to spend some time also thinking and trying to clear my mind and think about this lesson which I'm just sharing with you right now, which is focusing on the inputs. What are the things that I need to be focusing on going forward to ensure that I don't repeat the same process again? And then if I see success in multiple other videos in the future, how do I handle that? What do I do? This is like a lesson I'm taking forward when it comes to starting new projects at work. How do I handle it? How do I approach it? If any of the ideas from this video resonated with you, then you would absolutely love my weekly newsletter. Starting from next month, I'm going to be sending it out every week. It will contain all of the things that I've learned that week in such a way that it is interesting to read, and then also you will find very valuable. So click on the first link in the description. As a bonus, once you sign up, I will also send you my reading list, which contains all of the books that I've read since last year and my notes on those books. And then also, if you resonated with the idea of focusing on something for a long period of time and then letting your efforts compound, then you will love this video I made talking about committing to something for a year. And I will share with you also in the video 3 things that I've decided to focus on and to commit to for the next year. So check out this video over here.